How's it going, guys? Blackwing Matt here, and today we're going to be opening up the new Speed Duel booster box, Arena of Lost Souls. Now, this is the first booster box in the new Speed Duel game, so it's very exciting. We've had the 2 starter decks already, or starter sets, should I say. There's 3 decks in each one. Having a little look through the card list of this new booster box, there's some really cool stuff in here. A lot of focus on bonds from the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, so a lot of zombies, cool stuff like that. We've also got a focus on Yugi's Knight monsters, so Queen's Knight, King's Knight, Jack Knight, and obviously the fusion monster they create, Arcana Knight Joker. So we're going to be opening up both these 2 boxes now. We've got 4 cards per pack and 36 packs in a box. So hopefully we should have a lot of cool stuff coming out of here. If we can get this open. There we go. So, as it says here, the set includes 34 common cards, 8 super rares, and 8 ultra rare cards. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the ratio is per box, but hopefully, like I said before, we can get some really awesome stuff from this. There we go. So, if we take out the right side first, let's get to work on these. So first pack. We've got the Shallow Grave, Dragon Zombie, Veil of Darkness, and Conscription. I'll pop the commons over here to the side. We've got D-Spell, Whiptail Crow, Violet Crystal, ooh, and our first Ultra Rare. Very nice. Only 2 packs in. Michizure, I suppose you pronounce that. Michizure, not entirely sure. When a monster is sent from the field to your graveyard, even during the damage step, target 1 monster on the field and destroy it. So that's a great card to pull already. Decayed Commander, Wasteland, classic field spell card, Limit Impulse, and an Amazoness Spy. Now the Amazoness cards are definitely one of the first decks that really jump out to me. I played the Amazoness decks in Duel Links for a long time, so I'm really interested in potentially building a deck with those. Other than that, the Blue Eyes deck obviously really appeals to me as well. So we've got White Elephant's Gift, Violet Crystal, Armed Zombie, and another Wasteland. One of the cards I think I want to pull the most out of this entire set would be Sphere Karibo. Sphere Karibo is still used commonly in Duel Links now. It's a hand trap, and there's not too many battle traps in Speed Duel so far, so it would be very useful to get that in early. So we've got Common Charity, Half Shot, Veil of Darkness, and a Jack's Knight. Cool. So one of the first cards of the Knights trio, which is pretty cool. Open up another pack here. We've got Clown Zombie, cool zombie card, Decayed Commander again, Mystic Horseman, and Harpy's Pet Dragon, another really cool card there. So my goal personally with the new Speed Duel series is actually to try and collect one of every single card in each set that comes out now. I really love collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but obviously with the main series there are so many releases now, it becomes difficult to kind of keep up. So I figure with the Speed Duel kind of resetting it back to the start, if you will, it'd be quite fun to kind of try and collect every card as I go. So King of the Skull Servants, that's a cool card to get in there as well. Very nice. So that's one of the super rares in the set. That's very cool. Put it down there as well. The original attack of this card is the combined number of King of the Skull Servants and Skull Servants in your graveyard times 1,000. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish 1 other King of the Skull Servants or 1 Skull Servant from your graveyard. Special summon this card. So we could be seeing a meta Skull Servant / King of the Skull Servants deck. Next, we've got Queen's Knight, so another card in the trio. The Snake Hair, Block Attack, and Whiptail Crow. One of these cards. So we've got a Wicked Breaking Flameburge Bow, White Elephant's Gift again, another Harpy's Pet Dragon, cool card, and the Shallow Grave. I remember I used to use the Shallow Grave a lot back in the day when I first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. Just because it was kind of like the poor man's Monster Reborn, I guess. But the downside being it's in face down defense mode, and your opponent gets one too. Useful early on in the game, especially if you've got some flip effect monsters in the graveyard and your opponent really hasn't got anything there yet. We've got a Magical Ghost, Skull Servant, cool, to go with King of the Skull Servants, Dragon Zombie, and Magicians Unite, which would be a useful card if you're planning to try and run a Dark Magician deck. Obviously, Dark Magician is in the starter deck for Yugi, the Speed Duels. So we've got Gravekeeper's Ambusher, Whiptail Crow, Possessed Dark Soul, and Dispel again. I'm not entirely sure what we've got in terms of back row removal in Speed Duels. I still don't think the spell is a valid card to try and use. So spoil that for us there. We've got an Ishizu skill card. Come to that at the end. So we've got Great Mammoth of Goldfine, Shield and Sword, Clown Zombie, and surprise, surprise, Tomb of the Pharaoh. Cool. Very cool. So this card is basically a skill version of Necro Valley. So this is going to be a really important, well, the most important card if you plan on running a Gravekeeper's deck. So when the starter set came out, there was Gravekeeper's deck in there, but there was no field spell for Necro Valley, so they didn't really gain as much benefit as they could. That's a really cool looking card there. Perfect, put that in our pile. I'm really happy with that as a pull. Got Block Attack in there, Buster Blader, another really cool card that's coming out in this set. Conscription, and another Dispel. Buster Blader would have been a cool card to have as a holo, but it's fine that it's common. Oh, another skill card. I should stop opening the packs upside down, really, shouldn't I? Ruining the surprise. So Half Shot, Limit Impulse, another Skull Servant, and Ectoplasmic Fortification, one of the super rare skills. Once per turn, if you control a zombie monster, you can place one counter on this card. All zombie monsters you control can gain 100 attack and lose 100 defense for each counter on this card. Any battle damage you take from battles involving your zombie monsters is doubled. So, if you're planning on trying to play a long game, this can be helpful, especially if you combine it with King of the Skull Servants, just to get that kind of bit of extra power. The only downside, obviously, being you take double the battle damage. So, a good card. Not entirely sure if it will see a lot of use. But if you're building a zombie deck, definitely might be the skill to use. Another Buster Blader in there. Another Amazon Spy, Conscription, and Magical Ghost. A lot of the classic zombie cards in this set. Oh, didn't realise there was a bit of tag there. A lot of classic zombie cards in this set, which is really cool to see. I do find it fun seeing all of these reprints of the older cards. Rabid Horseman, another cool older card. Half Shot, Common Charity, and another Mystic Horseman. So only got a couple of packs left on the right side there. We've got a White Elephant's Gift, Decayed Commander, another Wicked Breaking, and a Whiptail Crow. Still got my hopes up for that Sphere Karibo. I think Twister would also be a really useful card to pull, also another ultra rare. So we've got the Snake Hair, Great Mammoth of Goldfine, Zombie Tiger, and another Rabid Horseman. I might try and start speeding this up a little bit as we have got quite a lot of cards to get through. Harpy's Pet Dragon, Magical Ghost, Gravekeeper's Ambusher, and an Armoured Zombie. Onto the left side of the booster box now. So let's get that box out of here. Pop these here and do them one by one. So, we've got a Possessed Dark Soul, a Veil of Darkness, another Jack's Knight, which is cool, and a King's Knight, cool, super rare. So that completes our trio of Night Monsters. Very, very cool. All we need to do now is pull Arcana Knight Joker, and we've got the full set there. I did just realise I may have been opening the packs slightly off screen earlier in this video. If I have been, I apologise for that. I'll make sure I center them a little bit better now, sorry. So we've got Common Charity, Queen's Knight, Violet Crystal, and a Great Mammoth of Goldfine. This is actually my first time filming a video of this sort, and really filming ever. I've done a little bit of YouTube stuff before when I was younger, but nothing too involved in terms of talking or positioning cameras. So it is all a little bit new to me, so bear with me, and I hope that I do a good enough job for you guys to enjoy it. So we got another Buster Blader in there, Diffusion Wave Motion, cool card, Amazon Spy, and a Sphere Karibo. There we go. Perfect. So that's one of the cards I was really looking for. So a really nice ultra rare then. When an opponent monster declares an attack, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, change the attacking monster to defense position. When you ritual summon, you can banish this card from your graveyard as one of the monsters required for the ritual summon. So really, really cool card there. Really happy with the ultras we've pulled so far. Let's keep it going with another pack. It's got Possessed Dark Soul, Jack's Knight, Limit Impulse, and Dragon Zombie. Keep steam rolling through these. Got Armored Zombie, Clown Zombie, Diffusion Wave Motion, Shield and Sword. I find opening these packs a lot less frustrating than opening the packs in Duel Links. For those of you who play Duel Links, you'll know when you open the packs up, you have, it's usually around 200 packs, and each card has an exact number that it appears in the box. So say, for example, you're searching for one card, you have to pull your way through 200 packs to get that one card, and usually you can get lucky and get it a bit earlier on, but I've definitely experienced getting down to kind of 180, 190 packs down just to end up getting the one card I'm looking for then. And that's just one version of it. So if you need a play set, like Canadia for example, you'd have to search through that box 3 times to get, which was always an absolute nightmare. So I'm enjoying the fact that we can open some regular Yu-Gi-Oh cards and get some decent pulls fairly quickly. So not many holos in the last few packs. The right side's definitely been the favourable side so far. Queen's Knight, Magician's Unite, Wicked Breaking, and Senju. Cool. So that's another one of the super rare, Senju the 1,000 Hands. When this card is normal or flip summon, you can add 1 ritual monster from your deck to your hand. So useful card if you're trying to run any ritual based decks. The only ritual card I'm aware of would be Relinquished in the Pendulum, in the Pegasus set, sorry. I believe Relinquished is in the Pendulums. I keep saying Pendulum. My mind's too much on Pendulum Summoning in the Pegasus set. I have to check that though, because I can't entirely remember. Shallow Grave, Dragon Zombie, Veil of Darkness, and Conscription. I've only really played with the Amazonas and the Blue Eyes decks in Speed Duel, so I can't entirely remember the rest of the sets. Cool. Standard one of those again. So we got 4 packs left. I'm feeling we can get one more holo out of these. If the way it's going to work is 4 supers and 4 ultras, that would mean we have 1 more ultra left to get. So Limit Impulse and Spy. And Arcana Knight Joker. There we go. Perfect timing. So there's the ultra rare there. Arcana Knight Joker. A future summon of this card can only be done with the above materials. Once per turn, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated that targets this face-up card on the field, you can discard the same type of card and negate the effect. Very, very cool card. So there is a skill card in this set for Yugi that does help bring out the Arcana Knight Joker. I can't remember the exact... let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Royal Flush is what it's called. So if you're looking to run Queen's Knight, King's Knight, Jack Knight, trying to bring out the Arcana Knight Joker, you are going to need, or at least it's going to definitely help you if you're running Royal Flush, which is the Yugi skill card, which I'm not sure we're going to pull out of this. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. It does look like it's Yugi as well. Let's make sure we don't see which one it is. just in case. We've got Common Charity, Half Shot, Veil of Darkness, and Royal Flush. Oh wow, look at that. So we got the exact card we were talking about. Amazing. Once per turn, if you control Queen's Knight, you can pay 1,000 life points to normal summon one King's Knight in your... sorry. Once per turn, if you control Queen's Knight, you can pay 1,000 life points to normal summon one King's Knight in addition to your normal summon or set. King's Knight and Jack's Knight you control cannot directly attack the turn you use this skill. Very cool. Put that down there, sorry. So obviously if you've got Queen's Knight on the field already and you then summon King's Knight as well, you can then bring out Jack's Knight, and from that you can get Arcana Knight Joker. But I believe you still need polymerization to bring the three together. So it isn't the easiest fusion monster to bring out straight away. But in the current game with 3,800 attack points, you're not really going to have much standing in its way. Blue Eyes is obviously at 3,000, and King of Skull Servants, I guess, can go up to 6,000 theoretically, but probably not much higher. So that concludes the first box. So very, very happy with what we've pulled from that. Arcana Knight Joker, Sphere Karibo, Tear in the Pharaoh, Royal Flush. I've pretty much pulled every single card I was intending to pull. So let's get the second box open and carry on. I mean, would have been happy if we stopped just there on one, but as we've got a whole extra box to open, let's keep going. I do want to do some type of giveaway for all the people who have been kind enough to watch my first video. I haven't entirely figured out what I'm going to do yet, whether it's going to be speed drill related or in the regular TCG. But if you follow me on Instagram at BlackwingMatt, all of the information will be kind of kept on there. I keep people up to date. So let's start on box number 2, and we start with another ultra rare. So Desert Twister, sorry, not Dessert. My hunger's showing. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon from your hand by banishing 2 wind and 1 earth monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card and target 1 spell, trap on the field, destroy it. So not a bad card at all. Obviously, I was talking earlier about the lack of back row removal, so that kind of solves that. Although the requirements for bringing it out does require you to already have a couple of monsters in the graveyard. So if you're you're drawing this on your first turn, it's not going to be as useful. The Queen's Knight, block attack. So wow, we haven't had any doubles yet as well. So hopefully we can keep that trend going. Like I said, trying to collect one of every single card. Be useful if we get some more holos that aren't duplicates. And I should only have to piece together a little bit more of the set. So as you can see, we've got a Bonds skill card there. Block attack, Clown Zombie, Decay Commander, and another Ectoplasmic Fortification. So a duplicate. It seems to be in this video every time I've spoken about a card, I seem to then pull that card very shortly after. Let's try and get that organised. Right, I'll have edited me out trying to make that look good, and we'll move back on to another pack. So Wasteland, Great Mammoth of Goldfine, Half Shot, Veil of Darkness. I don't think I've seen that as a common, yeah? I just might not have noticed it previously. Cool. Keep them going. Got Amazon Spy, Dragon Zombie, Violet Crystal, and Whiptail Crow. Oh, throwing my commons all over the place there. Just create a second pile for them real quick. Perfect. So, Violet Crystal, Wicked Breaking again, Wasteland, and the Shallow Grave. One of the things I am really hoping for in my area, so I live in the south of the UK, I live in Brighton, and I haven't been to any Yu-Gi-Oh events at all locally. I had a bit of time off from playing the game, still played it kind of online, played the Legacy of the Duelists game a lot on Xbox and PlayStation. It's really fun, but I haven't played the physical card game in a little while. So I was really looking forward to getting back into Speed Duels, but I haven't seen a huge amount of kind of local tournaments or anything like that just yet. So, I mean, if anyone knows of any around Brighton, around the kind of south area of the UK, let me know, because I'm definitely looking for tournaments to go to and things like that. Limit Impulse, Diffusion Wave Motion, White Elephant's Gift, and Call of the Haunted. Really cool. So that's one of the ultra rare skills. And you can see there. So basically, the trap card, Call of the Haunted, activate this card by targeting one monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When the monster is destroyed, destroy this card. So really cool card. I don't think it's entirely worth using as a skill. Depends what kind of deck you're running. If your aim is to get kind of hard to think of an example. If you were bringing out a bit too quick for that one. If you were trying to bring out a big monster and you're worried about it getting taken down, you have that kind of instant revival for it. So you get Blue Eyes out and somehow it gets destroyed, you can bring it straight back. But I can't see too many instances where it would be that useful. I suppose you can bring back things for tribute summoning purposes. So it could be worth considering, but I can't think of any immediate examples that make it better than another card. And cool, Meteor Black Dragon. So that's an old card that's very, very cool. 3,500 attack. So one of the highest attack monsters in the game at present. Really cool. So that's one of our super rares. Very, very nice. Yeah, so like I was saying previously, it'd be interesting to see what ends up happening in terms of tournaments, to see if we will get the kind of same level of tournaments that the main TCG gets. I'm definitely looking forward to getting back into playing that as well, but Speed Duels are more where I think I'll have the most fun, especially with the older cards, the older style of playing. I feel more confident in it as well, so I know what all the cards do. Smaller pool of cards to learn about. I feel like with some of the newer decks, because I don't know what's going on, I find them quite intimidating to play against. So it should be fun to carry on with that. So as you can see, let's take that out together. We've got the left side of the box left, so we've got those packs there. Let's hopefully get a couple more holos before we close this out. Having a look at the list, that was goal 7. In terms of holos for us to pull, we've got things like, yeah, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon would be a really cool one. Twister, Sword of Dragon Soul. Apart from that, we've got a huge amount of the holos actually, if I'm looking at the list, which is really nice. Another King's Knight. I'm not going to attempt to try and slot it in like I did previously and make a mess of the whole thing. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this this box opening has come along, to be honest. Let's gift. Shield and Sword, Clown Zombie, Wicked Breaking, and the Snake Hair. There's definitely got to be a few more holos left in here for us to see. Conscription, Zombie Tiger, Half Shot, Possessed Dark Soul. Any duplicates I have in this set, if I don't plan on using, I probably will be selling as well. So if you're interested in any of the cards you see, any playsets of the commons, any of the holos that I've got multiples of, or just the holos in general, because I might be getting more of these in the future, please do message me and ask if you're interested. Once again, a lot of that stuff will be done through Instagram as well. So, excuse me, if you follow Blackwing Matt on Instagram, then you can message me on there as well. Mystic Horseman, Magicians Unite, Decade Commander, and another Senju. Great, cool. So a lot of supers in this box. Let's try and move it all up a little bit so we can see all of them. So a couple of duplicates on the supers, but I mean that's only 2, and there are 2 decent ones as well, which I'm quite happy with. Great Month of Gold, fine. Limit Impulse, Dragon Zombie, Rabid Horseman, and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Now that is so cool. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm a massive fan of Blue Eyes. Got a lot of the different prints different arts of the normal TCG Blue Eyes. So incredibly happy with that. That's probably the only other card I really wanted to pull. Having a look at Arcana Knight Joker's name, it seems to be that the wording, the lettering is slightly misprinted. Cool, I don't know if you can see that. Actually, it's quite bad. Look at that, the N's kind of falling apart on both the ends, T. That J's all wiggly. Wow, I don't think that's intentional. That looks like a misprint to me. Interestingly, let's put that back without messing it all up too much. Cool. I'll be sleeving up most of the holos after this anyway. I don't actually know what the singles market is going to be like for the new Speed Duel set. I don't know if they're going to be worth any money or not. That'll definitely be something for us to kind of see as it goes. I suppose it depends on what the interest ends up being and the kind of level of tournament support, things like that. It seems to have been quite easy to pull most of the cards we'd want out of only a couple of booster boxes. I mean, people might be wanting to run multiple copies of Sphere Karibo. That might be one of the ones that's going to have to go to be purchased through singles. But the booster boxes are actually cheaper than the regular boxes by about, I think it's about £15 cheaper or so. So you're not spending a huge amount of money. Well, compared to what you could be spending in the normal game, you're not spending a huge amount of money. So it's not too bad, not too bad at all. That's the Blader, another Queen's Knight. So 3 packs left. Let's hope we get one final nice holo. Amazon a Spy, Rapid Horseman, Diffusion Wave Motion, and Jack's Knight. So 2 packs left. Let's see what the final 2 bring us. We've got Harpy's Pet Dragon, Queen's Knight, Magician's Unite, and Wicked Breaking again. So last pack of the day. Oh, I think I know what we're going to get. I think it is going to be a holo. So the Shallow Grave, Mystic Horseman, Zombie Tiger, and Straight to the Grave. Cool. So that is all 3 of Bonds' skill cards, I believe. All Dinosaur, Zombie, and Rock Monster on the field gain 200 attack and 200 defense. So it's basically Wasteland. I can't imagine that being used as a skill card, but nonetheless, it's cool to have. It's cool to add to the collection as well. Very cool. Put that just down there. So that concludes this box opening. Thank you so much. You made it the whole way through the video. Like I said, this is my first video, so it's a little daunting, a little intimidating to do, but I've really enjoyed it. I've had great fun. Definitely plan on doing more. So let me know if you have any feedback for me, anything I can change, anything I can do better. I'm currently not operating on a proper tripod. I'm using a bit of a makeshift get up here, so the framing isn't as good as it could be, and I did become self-aware throughout the video multiple times that I wasn't looking at the camera to make sure the cards were totally in the center of the screen. So if they were slightly off center and the positioning wasn't great, then forgive me. I'll make sure to practice that for next time. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment to let me know so, and subscribe to see more. Follow me on Instagram at Blackwing Matt. Like I said, I'll be doing a giveaway at some point soon once I figure out what it is I want to do and what kind of milestones we want to hit. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.